Hello, I'm JT Bevan, the man behind the somewhat entertaining Green Pixel emails that you receive, and I'm joined by the super clever and super successful Chris Hoosh. Today, between us, we're going to tell you all about the system that we've been using to make money in the offline sector. But unlike other people who recommend you do it a silly way, with our system, you do it without all the usual hassles. Now, before we delve into everything, I thought I'd just tell you how this is going to work. As Chris is unquestionably the brains of the operation here at Green Pixel, she's going to talk you through most of the presentation and the science of making passive income with what we call the offline passive income machine. My part is I'm going to rudely interrupt her whenever I feel I have something funny to say. You happy with that, Chris?
Yeah, I don't know. Do I have a choice or?
Not really. I mean, I don't really have that much to contribute to the conversation, mainly because I'm really ill and I'm going to kind of sniffle my way through most of this conversation.
Oh, that's an illness and not a side effect of your internet marketing lifestyle.
No, as much as it'd be really cool for me to say that I've just done that much cocaine today. That's why I can't control my nose. I just have the man flu, so effectively I'm dying. So yeah.
Men are such babies. Okay, but I'm glad you're recording with us today. Let's go for it.
Okay. Let's start with my personal favorite thing about this and talk about the hands-off aspect. So just before we move on to the next bit, one of the other nice things about dealing with offline people as opposed to online people is that they tend to have a lot more money to spend, and obviously because what we're offering is kind of a drop in the ocean to them in terms of their advertising spend. When you think, I don't know exactly what these guys spend on kind of like print ads and whatever, but they spend a lot of money on stuff that they don't really know whether it's working. They don't know how many people are looking at it and that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, and the key there is just that they have an advertising budget. And in this presentation today, I'm actually going to show you how to find those people.
So if you do this bit, I'll come back in a bit.
Okay.
I'll just say some more words.
That sounds perfect.
And that's it.
Okay.
Okay, right. Enjoy.
Okay, thanks, Jake. Go ahead and grab a cup of coffee and your notepad and pen or whatever you normally take notes on. So I want you to get ready for 30 minutes of step-by-step instructions on exactly how to create a profitable website that can make money for you month after month, year after year, while at the same time providing a much needed service to local business owners. So this is very specific training that I have never given before. I started creating these types of sites for my doctor clients to help them monetize their investment with me on their authority sites in a different way. So one thing to be aware of in advance, Jake and I have set up a fantastic business in a box for you where Green Pixel Development takes care of all the technical website development, site setup, and also setting up your marketing system. And Jake has developed the marketing materials that we use to get business owners signed up and paying without you ever having to talk with them. And that's exactly what I'm demonstrating for you today. So if we can show you how to build a passive income website that brings in $1,000 a month, even if you have no idea what you're doing, have no experience with web development and no desire to sell things to business owners, then you really do owe it to yourself to take us up on the business up in a box deal, especially when you see what the price is, what we've got for you. You're going to be amazed at it. We've priced it so really it's affordable for anyone because we've already developed all the templates and the marketing materials while fulfilling on our big $15,000 or $10,000 contracts with our doctor clients. So just a fair warning, there are limited spots here. We can't develop, we only have a certain amount of capacity to develop websites within a given weekly time period. And our team has developed over 1,800 websites that we run over 2 WordPress multi-sites, as well as having sites on separate virtual private hosting and shared hosting as well. So we have lots of experience here creating websites, but we can't we're still limited. We can't create thousands of websites every week, so we've only got a few spots here available. But anyway, regardless of whether you want us to develop a website for you, you are going to learn everything you need to go ahead and implement this strategy for yourself. So I'm super excited about this. I can barely contain myself. But anyway, if you're on this training, give me a big yes in the chat box if you want to learn how I've been doing this. Okay, great. Good. A lot of yeses here. Wait, did I see a no fly by there? Come on. If you say no at this point, just, move off the webinar and move on to something that's less time wasting for you. Anyway, okay, I've been working really hard on this for the past few months, actually. I've developed a few of these sites, these type of the website I'm about to show you over the course of the past few years, and we've been working really hard to get it, to templatize it, to make it into an actual business in the box process over the past few months that anybody can implement, not just me with my years of experience and my team of 40 people behind me. Anyway, one of my clients, Dr. Sunder, came to me, and he was one of the bigger $15,000 projects. He wanted an additional income stream for his business. He wanted an authority site to get people onto his online support group. He's an addictions specialist, but he also was starting a new addictions practice. So previously, he'd been running clinical trials for a drug that helps with addiction called Suboxone. Okay, so I want you to think of this whole scenario from day one as an investor, just like my doctor clients, as a business owner, just like my doctor clients. Now, they don't have time to learn all this stuff for themselves. They don't have time to learn how to advertise their business or how to build a website. It's not some kind of bright, shiny object to them. It's not another thing that they learn and then just gathers dust on their hard drive. They really come to you, and the way I want you to come to this as an investor. I want you to see the potential in this and really see exactly what I'm doing here, and then commit to using the business in the box to create that business for yourself. Okay, so let me show it to you. Go onto your own computer here. I'm going to be actually asking you to do these steps right alongside with me through the whole webinar, and that way you can see exactly what's going on. So if you can go to Suboxonedoctors.com, we're going to start there. Now, Dr. Sunder is very proactive. He's one of the best clients I've ever had. I love working with him. So while I was working on setting up his online support group and sites, he started figuring out what he wanted to do to get people into his practice. He's a very typical business owner in this sense. What he really wants is the good old days with Yellow Pages, where you just place a Yellow Pages ad, and then people look at it and they come into your practice, and that's pretty much all you have to do to get, to the only type of advertising you really need in order to get people coming into your practice. But that's just not where people look for businesses anymore. They're looking on the internet. So he found a couple of options, and he started with a directory site called Suboxonedoctors.com. This is what this is. You can see here that it's a listings site. You've got a map over here on the right, his listing, under the particular city, and you can see that it tells all about what Suboxone is, and it kind of gives a little blurb on that. But in his specialty, his addiction specialty, there are not a lot of doctors who are authorized to prescribe Suboxone, and it has to be rigorously controlled. You can't just prescribe it and then let people go away and take it. They need to come in for weekly visits, and there should be a psychotherapy component to recovering from the addiction, in addition to this biological component, which is Suboxone. So that's what it's explaining here. Anyway, so he bought a listing on this directory site, and the premium listings are $25 a month. You can see here what a business owner gets. Their practice is featured on the homepage of their city. You can see it stands out. He got to upload pictures and videos and appear in the search results for zip code, city, and state searches. That's on the website itself, not in Google. There's a profile of him on the website. He can check his detailed statistics on his listing. There's contact forms on the listing. So he gets all this junk for $25 a month. And it's all great stuff. I'm not knocking it or anything. But what does Dr. Kirthi or any business owner actually need? It's hint. here. The answer is not a listing. So answer in the chat box if you know. What do business owners actually need? Yep, that's exactly right. He needs clients. He needs customers walking in the door. So the next place he tried, in addition to, he wasn't just going to put one listing up and call it good. The next place he tried was a social media network like advertising type of site called Likeable.com, and they combine Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook marketing, and essentially just posting to those three type accounts on a, I guess, twice weekly basis. And you can see here Dr. Sunder paid $2,000 for a year of service, which is about $166 monthly. Now, they don't have a monthly payment package like that. Their monthly charge is actually closer to $500 per month, but because he paid for the year, he got the lower price. So I'm just letting you know what the pricing is like for a place like this. And so on Likeable, and then for the results for the month of September, even though the campaign had been running for 2 months, you can see he has a whopping 34 fans on his Facebook page now, and that they have posted about 2 posts per week. So what's he getting here when he, with this Likeable thing? He's paid $2,000. He's paid 166 per month. Just like on the directory submissions, that's 25 per month, and he's getting something for it: 34 page fan page likes, and then a couple of posts out to the different forms of social media. But what is he actually getting for this? Is he really getting what he wants? What he wants is customers in the door, and the answer is no. So local business owners, and the point of this, what I'm taking you through here, is that small business owners don't have a lot of options in online advertising. I guess the real problem is they have a ton of options, and there's just thousands and thousands of too many. And so Dr. Sunder, for example, as a small business owner would, he evaluates, finds his options, figures things out, and gives it a try. And in this case, the results have been fairly dismal. And, he's just not getting what he wants, which is clients, customers in the door. What business owners really want is the good old days with the yellow book, the yellow pages advertising. They want exposure for their coupons. They want people to see their coupons. They want to be able to just place an ad and then have people and something result from that ad. People walking through the door, people calling them, getting new business and getting people to come back into their business through whatever the advertising methods are. They just don't know what all these advertising methods can be. And that's where we come in. So this is what I want to show you: how to set up a passive income while helping the business owners and solving this need that they've got, and just giving it to them on a silver platter. And that's why the system works so well, is because literally you don't have to educate them about how effective advertising is, or how effective a coupon is, or you don't have to educate them as to what SEO is, or what these different directory sites are, or anything. You don't have to do any of that. They already know how effective advertising is. They want to advertise. They just want to make the right choices. And so all you have to do is step in and give them the right choice. And that's exactly what these websites are. Okay, so let's take a look at what the system is overall. Basically, we're combining a directory website with Facebook, and then adding the marketing component to it. And the marketing component is getting business owners in front of the offer of a monthly advertising fee for them to get access to all the people on Facebook who could potentially see their coupon and their ad, get it into those people's news feeds, and also place that ad on your website, which has tons of social proof on it as, people coming to it. There's not a huge aspect of getting traffic to this website or anything like that. What you want to do is get exposure for the business owner's coupon or offer, whatever they've got going on. And so that's really all you're doing, is asking them to place an ad every month. And the marketing component of this is more about how to get the business owners, how to get your offer of monthly advertising in front of the business owners and easily convince them to go ahead and place a monthly advertisement with you. And that is where the set and forget aspect of this comes in. And of course, I want to do all of this without ever having to talk to a business owner. Not that I don't like talking to them. I love Dr. Sunder and we talk on a weekly basis, but I reserve that type of interaction with folks who are paying me more like $15,000 for a project, not people who are paying, $100 a month for a listing. So at any rate, here's an example of the Facebook component of it. If you can show the business owner, and I'm using San Diego because Dr. Sunder is located there, but if you can show the business owner that you have a Facebook page with 124,000 people from San Diego on that page, then what does that do for them? It shows them that you have proof, you have social proof that you've got access to a big audience for their coupon, whatever that coupon may be. And this can be a Facebook page that's specialized in anything. The the other thing that you want to show them and that you need to provide as social proof is the fact that on Facebook, in this case, people interested in fitness and wellness, you have access to tons of people just by running a newsfeed ad. And they don't care about the details and the intricacies of how to run a newsfeed ad or anything like that. So all you need to give them is the audience definition. Inside Facebook, when you go to place an ad, you can see the audience definition just by typing in the keyword. So here I've targeted people 18 and older living in San Diego or within 25 miles who are interested in fitness and wellness, and my potential reach here is 780,000 people. Now, for a local business owner, would they like their coupon to be in front of 780,000 people? Yes, the answer is absolutely yes. And so it makes a lot of sense for them to just immediately be willing to invest a small amount of their advertising budget in the possibility of reaching 780,000 people who are already interested in fitness and wellness who live in the San Diego area. So that's just one component of it. The next component of it is the directory type component, which when a business owner can see their listing and their coupon actually put on a website, then that's a very visual way for them to understand, oh, so when people go to this website, they can see my listing and they get to see my coupon. And if I'm paying the $100 a month or whatever it is, then they're going to see my coupon's going to be on the top and that kind of thing. So it's very easy for them to understand where their advertising dollar is going. Now, I'm not suggesting that you have to spend a lot of money or time or effort getting traffic to this directory site, because the way I know I can guarantee traffic is through Facebook. And so I would rather run a newsfeed ad, a newsfeed, let's say a newsfeed quiz. What's your fitness, what are the 3 signs of addiction? Something like that. In the case of Dr. Kirthi, what are the signs of addiction? And then people go through, do the quiz. At the end, if they want to know their results, they enter their name and email address, and then boom, we've got a lead of somebody who could potentially be interested in coming into a local business owner's business, and that lead can go straight to them. We can use that. We can immediately send them to the listing on the website. We can send them to the coupon. We can send them to they've already viewed the newsfeed ad, which shows the coupon itself. We can post the coupon into a comment on the newsfeed ad. The possibilities are super endless here. And then in the end, when the business owner gets their monthly report of how many people have seen their coupon or whatever, it's just right there on Facebook. It says how many people have viewed that newsfeed ad and how many people have shared it and engaged with it. And so just a screenshot of that newsfeed ad is sufficient to let the business owner know how much bang for their buck they've gotten. And when you're just charging a small amount of money each month, like $100 a month. That's not very much. When they see that thousands of people have seen their coupon, that's the result of the dollars, the advertising dollars that they're spending, then they're very likely to sign up for you. So building the system, here's the general system with Facebook and the website, going to create the fulfillment part of the, getting the people into the doctor's office, or into the gym, or whatever niche you're choosing. I'm talking about Dr. Sunder because I happen to be working with him right now on this very thing. So all right, then we've got the marketing aspect of it, and this is super important because Jake has really come together with me to provide a system where you don't have to actually speak to the business owners in order to get them to sign up for a monthly advertising spot on your Facebook page and in your directory. Instead, we use a system, an automated system, and we've created an automated system. And I didn't think of this system myself. Okay, that is not what happened here. I follow a lot of other marketers closely and how they get business owner leads and how to do this thing, which is seems very hard to like I can't close a $15,000 sale without talking to the business owner, and that involves a lot of my time and getting the proposal ready and all of that kind of thing. And every single time that you close a business owner on a deal that's the larger deals, it takes a lot of time and effort and back and forth, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. My sales manager doesn't mind doing that at all. But the thing is, I would rather just have business owners be able to feel comfortable enough with a price point that they can just enter their credit card number and that's it. And we're done with it. All I need to do is fulfill. And we don't ever actually have to have a phone conversation. So that's what this marketing component is. So we've got the fulfillment component of Facebook and the website providing all of the leads for a business owner. And then we've got the marketing component, which is how to get the business owner to start paying you a monthly kind of passive income without really having to do much effort and work and without ever having to talk to them. And that's what this system is that I'm about to explain to you. So this is really cool. To get to the leads, we use a voicemail system, and I'll explain all of this. I'm just going to walk through these steps very quickly, and then I'll explain each one individually so you can see. And I'm giving you access to all the programs that I use to do this and everything. I'm giving you the URLs and the names of the companies directly, so you can do this yourself without having us set it up for you, for sure. If you want to do that, if you want to learn how to do that, that's totally fine. Okay, so the point is you need to have access to thousands and thousands and thousands of business owner leads, like the type of business, the name of the business owner, their phone number, their email address, that kind of thing. So that's what I mean by leads. You need business owners. And what you want to do is you want the business owners to be emailing you. You want them to reach out to you, say, yes, I want to talk to you. So instead of having constant cold calling or trying, pressure tactics to get to sell them something, you want them to be sending you an email. And the third is, in my system anyway, is you want to automatically reply to that email. So instead of them having to wait, or you composing an email, or you being tied to your email all day long, there's just an automated response that goes out in response to the email that they sent to you. Okay, we want this system to be automated. And then finally, that email response should contain a PDF file with a call to action that closes the business owner and gets them to pay you, which is our ultimate thing. Ultimately, our goal is to turn these leads into payments. So that's what I'm going to take you through step by step now, as far as the marketing aspect of how to get business owners to turn into payments. All right, the first part of this is the leads part. So where do you get all these leads? There are many places. I'm just going to tell you about one that I use called infofree.com, and I put it as leads free on here. So that's infofree.com, and I also use a program called DialTel to leave the business owners a voicemail message. So this is basically a pre-recorded voicemail message, and I do what's called a voice shot, where I'm just sending the voicemail to all of these thousands of business owners that I got from the InfoFree database. I got their phone numbers from the InfoFree database, and just asking them to return my call by shooting me an email. So you can see that I'm getting thousands and thousands of leads from a database and using this voicemail program to send out a voicemail asking them to send me an email to say, hey, shoot me an email and I'll give you that information we were talking about. So I want them to send me the email. And you can see that it's very inexpensive to do this process. I mean, to send a voice shot to 7,500 people, they're assuming that about half of the calls would be successful because not everybody has their voicemail hooked up, or it's not turned on, or you might be calling at a time of the day where somebody picks up the phone and then it won't leave a message, and also doesn't charge you for it, by the way. It only charges you when it's able to leave a voicemail, and that's exactly what we want to have happen. So it's $33.75 to send a voicemail to 7,129 health-related business owners in the San Diego area. And you can't see the word San Diego on here, but that's what I did the selection for. So, and just keep in mind right here, we'll come back to this part, but just keep in mind, could I get one of 7,129 business owners to respond to me and want to place an ad with me for $100 a month? Could I get, 2? Could I get 10? And the answer is a resounding yes. Obviously, this is just a numbers game at this point. But okay, let me go on to the next step so that I can explain you can see exactly what companies and what systems I'm using to do this. So the first one, to get my leads, InfoFree, and I have other lead sources as well, but this is just the easiest one to show you, infofree.com, and then DialTel.com to place the voice shot. So for $33, I've sent a voicemail to 7,129 business owners, and now I've asked them to send me an email. Hey, Bob, this is Chris from Green Pixel Development. Hey, I just have some more information about that about what we were going back and forth on, but I haven't heard from you in a while. So just shoot me an email if you want me to send you the PDF file. Or the white paper is what I like to call it, because a lot of business owners know what a white paper is. So if you want me to send you the white paper on that, just shoot me an email. So then the business owner is sending me an email. And business owners tend to listen to their voicemail. They're trying to run a business, so they're going to listen to their voicemail. They respond to their voicemails. If they don't remember what it's about, which in this case they don't, because I'm just, coming kind of out of the blue saying, hey, shoot me a voicemail or shoot me an email if you're interested, then if they are interested and if they want to return the call, they want to take action, then they send an email. So obviously not 7,000 people are going to be responding to this, but a few will. And then it just becomes a numbers game. Again, how many out of 7,000 are going to pick up their voicemail? How many are going to listen to it and then shoot me an email as a response from that? Sure, it's just going to be in the hundreds, but that's still hundreds of business owners emailing me, asking me for more information, asking me to respond to them. And then, as I said before, I don't want to be involved in email, hanging around with email all day long. I want that to be an auto response. So I send them an automated reply, and I let them know flat out, oh, hey, look, this is an automated reply. Because for whatever reason, I have templates that can tell you a different number of reasons, but basically, I don't want to waste your time. This is an automated response. If you want to talk to me in person, great, but otherwise, this is an automated response. Here's the report that I mentioned, and and this is exactly the way to set it up. I just use it in Gmail. In Gmail, they have this vacation responder, it's called. So you just go into your settings in your Gmail account, in the Gmail account for this process, and you turn your vacation responder on. You put the PDF file as an attachment in the autoresponder, and then you just turn it on where it says last day. and it says optional, I just don't even put anything in there. I just want this to run forever. I have a specific Gmail account that is only to send out a certain type of report. And when I am selling a different service, I move on to a different Gmail account, which gives out a different report. So for this, for this training, we're down here where we want to send an automated reply, and in that reply, we're sending a PDF file. So we're on steps 3 and 4 here, and this is exactly how you set it up, right? You open up a new Gmail account, and you turn the vacation responder on and attach your PDF file. Now, the PDF file must contain your call to action. This is how you're going to get paid. In this case, I just talk about upgrading your listing or placing an ad for, I have different PDF files that I'll test. It just depends on which niche it is as well as to who's responsive and what they're responsive to. But I put the PDF file is literally a 5-page document, and it contains screenshot after screenshot of social proof and elements of just undeniable success for other business owners who are placing advertisements with me. So that's really it. It's not like a long-winded type of PDF with lots of text in it. It's just a PDF file that says, hey, here's the type of results people are getting in, if I'm sending it to San Diego, I'll say, here's the type of results people are getting in New York. I give them screenshots of the Facebook, of exactly what I've shown you here today, the Facebook page with all, hundreds of thousands of likes, the Facebook advertising campaign, which lets you know what your audience, your targeted audience is, and then and I just give that for whatever the geographic area is and give several examples of that. Like, for instance, people interested in fitness and wellness, and people interested in weight loss, people interested in, whatever. The items need to be specific to the niche you're targeting and the type of business owner that you're targeting. So that's really it. That's what's in the PDF. And it just says, if you'd like these type of results, if you'd like to send your coupon to my audience of these type of people, then go ahead and sign up today. And that's the next very, very important. In fact, I'd call this the secret key to everything. And it's super important that when the business owner is ready to take action and they have pulled out their credit card, you need to take payment at that point in time. Your website needs to already be set up. There should be no break in the action of taking out their credit card and saying, yeah, I think I want to sign up for this, and being able to pay for it and have that whole process automated. So it's very important on your website that you have the capability to take the credit card at the time of sale. Make sure that this is a low price point, because a business owner, they're not going to pull out their credit card for $1,000 sale sight unseen. Okay, they're going to want to talk to you. For a $10,000 sale, they're not just going to pull out their credit card. They want the proposal, they want to talk it over, and they want to understand exactly what's going on. That's not this type of sale. This type of sale is just like, oh, well, clearly they have a huge audience. They can promote my coupon every month to over 780,000 people. I'll put my $100 in. I'll give them my credit card. I can cancel anytime, whatever your guarantees are. And it's a very low price point, so they're willing to do it. And you should let the PDF sell them on this. The PDF is the thing that's the key that will sell them and make them take their credit card out. And when their credit card is out, you need to be ready. Your website needs to be ready. And with the ability to take those automatic payments. That's what we call a passive income. So you can see in my directory settings here, and this is this plugin is called Listings Plugin, and if you want the download for this plugin, just send me an email. My team will respond and give you the zip file for it. That's not a problem. But on the website itself, in the recurring payments section, you can see I've enabled recurring payments. The cost of service is $97 a month. The name of the service is social media promotion, which is, the monthly advertisement, and listing. You can't see, but it also says social media promotion and website listing. So it's a social media promotion and website listing. That's the name of the service. Monthly billing every month. and the billing agreement, basically the terms of service right there. So everything is set up to take the payment automatically, and they're charged every month, and I never have to talk to them or anything again. I mean, well, not that I talked to them in the first place, but I never have to deal with any aspect of this. It's all automated and set up. So the next thing that I do need to deal with, though, is the fulfillment. I need to make sure that if the business owner is spending $100 a month with me, they're getting the biggest bang for their buck that they can get. So and this automatically, they go into their listing and they upload their coupon. That all happens automatically on the website. That's fine. Then I just take their actual coupon and run a newsfeed ad for them, and just pay for that ad. The newsfeed ad should be something that's got a lot of interaction on it, like a quiz, because the more interaction on your ad, the cheaper your post engagements are, the cheaper the Facebook ad is. And eventually, if you have a page that you're maintaining well enough, if you're into Facebook advertising and you want to do that type of thing, then people get kind of excited about anything that you post on the page itself, and so a lot of the exposure can come directly from that Facebook page. And I make my Facebook pages very specific to a geographic location. That way I can be assured that all my fans that I'm engaging the posts for are located in the geographic area that I'm trying to advertise on. That just helps the whole situation. If other people outside of, let's say, Las Vegas or San Diego in this case, like the page and they're part of the page, it's okay. It's no big deal. It's not the end of the world. But I do, when I'm running my advertising, I always make sure that it's specific to people in that local area. That way, if I'm running a coupon for a business owner, then I know that people only in San Diego are going to see the coupon. So, and you can find out where the people are, the demographics of the people on your page, by looking at the Facebook Insights tab. So when you're an admin on a page, you just go to the Insights tab and it will tell you where demographically those folks are located. Geographically they're located. So in addition, they'll get billed once a month for $100, and I'll send them this monthly report. And I'm using the word monthly report pretty loosely, because all this is an email with a screenshot showing their coupon and the number of post engagements that it had, how many likes and shares, and people who have actually seen the post. And that's just a matter of taking a screenshot within Facebook and sending it off to the business owner. You can also send a screenshot of the listing or the coupon on the website itself. But what the business owners are really interested in seeing is how many people have seen their coupon, where has their advertising dollar gone toward. And so that screenshot is generally sufficient, just a Facebook screenshot, especially because they're only spending $100 a month. So you can see how easy it is to fulfill on this. It's literally just a matter of running a Facebook ad to fulfill on it. And as long as your Facebook ad costs are lower than the amount of money that you're making each month, then you're set. And however many, if you wanted to put it in terms like this, I only want to do a post a day. I only want to advertise one post each day. Then you can limit the number of postings down on the number of business owners on your site that you'll allow to have an advertising spot for to 30 or whatever, so that there's just one per day. So you have control over how much work you would actually be doing in this scenario. The income, though, is fairly passive. I mean, there really isn't such a thing as total hands-off passive income, but the billing is automatic. You're getting the money coming in every single month, month after month. If they cancel, then just don't run an ad for them. Just don't pay for a Facebook ad. It's really easy, and you don't have to chase them up or invoice them or follow through or any of that stuff. Now, really, we're just down to a numbers game point. Let's look at the low end here. This is a really conservative worst case scenario where you're selling the monthly advertisements for only $50 per month. So at $50 per month times 10 advertisers, that's $500 per month, and that's in just one geographic location, just like one city. If you were to move on to $100 per month, then you had 10 advertisers, then that would be $1,000 per month that the website is making, again, just for one city only. So think back to the leads. If you're doing a voicemail to 7,129 people, can you get 10 of those folks to sign up for a directory listing? Yes, absolutely. It's almost a no-brainer, but it's just a numbers game. And of course, the next idea is just to move on to the next city and the next. Once you've exhausted the possibilities with a particular voicemail list, just move on to the next geographic location. So again, it's just a numbers game. If you're making $100 per month and you have 10 advertisers and 10 cities on your website, now you're looking at $10,000 per month in just 10 geographic locations. That's a matter of sending out 10 voice shots to 10 different large cities in one particular niche. So here's how it works. For a $1 trial, you'll meet with either Jake or myself one-on-one, and you'll let us know about your niche idea, what geographic location you want to target. If you have any questions about this or you're not sure what a good niche would be, both Jake and I are very familiar with local business marketing, and so we can make some good suggestions for you. Also, we'll do the keyword research and check the database to make sure that there are enough leads in the database for you to be doing a voicemail to that particular geographic location and niche. We'll be setting up your website, your Facebook fan base, your payment processing is included, and plus we'll be setting up your marketing system. Basically, we'll set up your entire business and then you'll run it. So it's not a get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that. This is a proven business model, and it's a done-for-you system, really a business in a box that you get at the end of 2 weeks. You actually get a working business handed over to you. Now, if while talking with Jake or myself you change your mind, then you're not going to pay 1 cent more. If you want a solid business actually set up for you, if you're tired of just being an internet marketer and buying bright, shiny plugins and learning new systems and trying new things and tired of working 12-hour days and you just want to make some money, then here's what you get. This is for you. I explained the system to you previously, so I just want you to recall the system that we've discussed here in this online webinar training. And now the first aspect of this is the creation of your site, and we'll have that completed within 2 weeks. With your website, we'll install and configure your payment processing, that's PayPal or Authorize.net, and we'll also upload thousands of business owner leads to pre-populate your directory. That's with free listings. That way, when a business owner comes to the site, they can see that it's a popular directory and that it would be a good place for them to advertise in. We'll add 10 articles with licensed images onto the site. These are PLR or curated articles, just depending on what your niche is and what's available to us. And even though we don't use SEO as a reliable form of marketing because the Google algorithms change all the time, we do install and configure a premium SEO plugin that we're licensed for to install on your site. And this is a paid plugin. Also, you'll be getting your local Facebook page. So whatever local niche you want to set this up in, or it can just be a local, just a page local to that area so that you're getting fans onto the page who are local to the area. Again, within 2 weeks, you'll have your local Facebook page created. We'll share 10 viral posts onto the page, and then we will pay for 3,000 to 5,000 local fans to like the page. And this provides you a lot of social proof. So when the business owner goes to check out your audience to see who you'd be advertising to and who you'd be posting to, they can see that you command a decent local audience for whatever your geographic location is. Now on the marketing aspect of it, here's the system that I described to you, and this is the marketing system that we would set up for you in order to get business owners onto your website and into your sales funnel so that they will sign up for directory listings. So here's the parts that we set up for you. First of all, we provide the leads. We'll give you a spreadsheet of thousands of business owners. These are geo-targeted business owners in whatever niche or vertical market that you choose. And we provide the voicemail script that we've had a lot of really great experience with. and you can configure that however you want, but we provide the actual voicemail script. And all of this is in an effort to set up your system so that the business owners will email you, and then your automated system can reply to them, so that you're not sitting there, answering emails all day or having to get on the phone and call people and so forth. The next part of your marketing system is the Gmail auto response and the PDF file. Now we will actually configure your Gmail account for you. You would need to provide the Gmail login credentials, and then we'll set up your vacation responder, and we'll make sure that your PDF file is set up so that when business owners do email you, there's an automatic response that goes out with your PDF file that's got your call to action in it. The next aspect, as far as what you get, is all the marketing materials. And this is where Jake comes in. This is a fantastic part of the system that is done for you. I can't even tell you how much time, effort, and money that Jake has made for me. I mean, he's saved me in marketing time. He's a fantastic copywriter, and getting my return on investment when working with him is phenomenal. I've never had anybody reply to my emails and say, "Hey, send me more emails," ever, until I started working with Jake. It's crazy. So he's put together the marketing package that we use to contact business owners and have them sign up automatically for the directory site and the advertising, the monthly advertising on the Facebook page and your social media. And that has really contributed to making that an automated process. So Jake, do you want to explain what you're giving as part of the marketing package?
Yeah, I'm just glad to be back in the conversation, to be honest. I've sat there quite quietly now for a long time. So what I've done is I've created a very, very attractive kind of sales package for the business owners. Because I think, sometimes I think everyone knows that copy is really important, but what they don't know is that it's really, 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 it can change your life if you can just, string a few sentences together well. And thankfully, I can do that when it comes to copy. So what I've done is I've created one sales letter, which the business owners can see, when they're about to buy their advertising space. So that's going to convert really well in every niche. And obviously the combination of having a really hot product service that they need, combined with effective copy, is gonna, it's not gonna be much of a decision for them to, hand over a few dollars a month, for what we're selling here. The second thing that I think is attractive about the marketing material I put together is the 7-part autoresponder series. Now, I know a lot of people watching this will have seen my emails. I've noticed that they're kind of quite interesting in the sense that they're not really boring, and they're quite unique. Obviously, haven't gone too overboard on the humour side of things with this particular package of marketing material, but what I've done is kind of taken what I do every day and put it into a system that's going to work for the people that use this. It's difficult for me to explain because there's kind of a lot of psychology and stuff like that involved. But essentially, what it comes down to is, you can either send emails out like, in a boring tone, kind of like when you watch the weather report on Fox or ABC. I don't really know what the channels in the States are these days. You watch the weather and you're like, yeah, okay, well, I'm getting the information I need, but it's not really exciting. Whereas I prefer to kind of write my emails more like Breaking Bad or Lost or some kind of TV series that's interesting and engaging. So the business owners, should they not bite straight away, you're going to be able to catch them on the back end, because the emails are going to act as kind of like a world-class salesman for you. And I think that's kind of my favorite bit of material I've created for this. It's really good, and trust me, when people use these, they are they are going to think differently about how they want to, market via email. On top of that, we've also got the landing pages so that the business owners can opt in. And then also on the site, there's a, advertise with us page, as you'd expect. And I've also written a bit of copy for that. So, there's kind of a pre-sale angle on the advertise with us page. Basically, I've used a list format. Again, a bit of, psychology and science involved there. People very used to reading lists. From an early age, you're always taught to, read number 1, read number 2, and read number 3. So this is going to kind of hook the business owners in and pre-sell them before they get to the booking stage. And as a nifty bonus, on the off chance that someone has to invoice, the old-fashioned way, because some business owners they don't really like to pay stuff online. Occasionally it happens, but just on the off chance it happens, we've also created some very nice and attractive invoices. So all you've got to do is put in your own details, put in where you want them to send the money to, which if you're clever, you'll have them send it to your bank account. But obviously, if you want to send that to me.
Well, speaking of invoicing, you do have the option of manually billing a business owner if you want to, and you can use our invoice templates that we provide if you'd like. But a really critical component is setting up the payment processing for you. And that way you have passive recurring payments. You always know how much money is going to be coming in next month. I mean, people can cancel payments, that's true, but you're fulfilling every single month. And for a business, this isn't a huge expense. $100 a month or $97 a month, that's not a huge expense for a business, as long as you're targeting, mid-level type businesses. And you can certainly do that in the lead generation that we give, in the leads that we give you in the first place. We can target the business size if you'd like. In addition to setting up your payment processing, we can help with the fulfillment or not. Some of the fulfillment is automated, like when they buy a listing and they upload their coupon, that's automatically put onto the website for you. You don't have to worry about it or think about it or mess with anything. There's no manual part of that particular aspect of it. However, doing a monthly Facebook ad, posting to your site a viral post or a coupon post for the business owner, that is a manual process. Or, we can schedule it so that it's semi-automated, and we can set that up for you, or you can set it up yourself. We do provide video training. I provide some video training for you that shows you exactly how to fulfill if you would prefer to just take care of that yourself. If you want the site to be creating income for you and you don't want to have to actually do anything month after month, then you would probably want to outsource that to us, because we can fulfill for you for a small fee. If not, and you want to just take care of it yourself and keep all of the income for the site for yourself without having to outsource any of it, then you're certainly welcome to do that. And we provide video training for you, showing you how to send the monthly report, what's involved in the monthly report, and what is involved in running your Facebook ads and all of that. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do the fulfillment. You can use the Green Pixel team. They're at your disposal, or you can just do it yourself, and we provide the video training for you to do that. Really, the bottom line here is income. You want the site to be up and ready as quickly as possible so that you can make it profitable as quickly as possible. What's your part in all of this? When we say, it's your turn to run the business, what exactly does that mean? Well, first of all, you should be using and personalizing the marketing templates that we provided for you. You can go out and create your own. Certainly, that's your prerogative. But I would definitely suggest using the marketing templates that Jake has provided, because they're professionally done and it's proven converting sales copy. Also, you would need to record your own voicemail, and this is just a matter of recording an MP3 file. There's training on how to record your own voicemail, and then also you would need to send that in using the dial-tell system. And that's a very inexpensive, but it's up to you to do that marketing piece of it. We have video training that shows you how to set up your dial-tell account, how to record your voicemail, and how to send. And it's all very clear, but this is one aspect that you would need to actually do. Other than that, it's really providing your Gmail login information, your PayPal or authorized.net credentials so that we can hook the payment system up for you. And aside from that, it's your business. We'll support you. You've got the Green Pixel team behind you. And that's a really important part, because if at any point there's a question on how to, maybe there's a problem with the website, or if there's a problem with any of the marketing on it, you've got a whole team of people between Jake and myself, and then the Green Pixel team of about 40 contractors. You've got a whole team of people there to support you and make sure that the site is running as smoothly as possible. So we don't just hand it off to you and say, okay, have at it. I hope you have fun. That's not the scenario at all. We just provide ongoing support for you. You're always welcome to enter a support ticket or give us a call, and we'll respond to you just as quickly as we can. If it's a marketing issue and you need Jake or myself to help with it, you've got our Skypes that you can reach us on, and we're pretty much there to support you. We're not there to just run away from the business once we've set it up for you. So we set the business up for you, and then you run that business, whether you want to run it kind of passively and outsource the fulfillment, or whether you want to do the fulfillment yourself. It's totally up to you, but regardless, we'll support you, and you've got a great team, an experienced team behind you of folks who have run websites. At Green Pixel, we have over 1,200 websites that we run on 2 WordPress multi-sites. In addition, we have multiple, maybe 120 or 130 websites on different various either virtual private servers or shared servers, and so we have a lot of experience in this. So of course the next question, how much is it going to cost? You're probably sitting here thinking, how much? But and retail, as I've shown you on each of the slides here, the retail cost of that would be about $4,650, and that's a very reasonable mid-range development cost for a website like this that is designed to actually bring you a passive income. And for Green Pixel development, it's actually on the low end. Our projects normally start, like if you want plugin development, we start at $8,000. A project including all the marketing would be between $10,000 and $15,000, and so this is on the low end of Green Pixel development as far as how much we would normally charge retail-wise. But of course, that's not what we're going to charge you. We're not charging you $4,000 or anything close to it. So don't worry. After you pay the dollar trial, you have 3 days to have a meeting with either Jake or I, make sure that this is the right thing for you. Then you'll see the first payment of $347 come through. And in 2 weeks after your business is completely ready for you to go ahead and start running and monetizing, then you'll see another $347 payment come through. So it's very, very affordable, very inexpensive. And there's really no risk to you, because if you talk to Jake or I and you feel like the system isn't right for you, you're not going to be charged any more money at all. You have a few days, and any questions that you have we'll answer for you. And then in addition, after the business is delivered to you, you've got a full team, including a professional copywriter, Jake, myself. I have a ton of experience running websites and running profitable websites, and you've got all of the Green Pixel team behind you, folks that I've worked with for years and years in developing websites and doing marketing for people, and really, I can't think of anything that could be stopping you. So go ahead and click the trial dollar button below. If you were even the least bit interested in this, you really do owe it to yourself to just talk to Jake or I. Or even if you just have more questions or concerns or anything, just click the dollar button and schedule an interview with us, and we'll answer any further questions that you have. Oh, and once you pay the dollar trial, you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. I've just kind of compressed the page down, but basically just gives you a couple of steps. Complete the form so that we can prepare for your consultation, and then schedule your consultation with Jake or myself, and you have 2 options there. So you'll just be filling out that form and scheduling your consultation, If you have any questions, there's a support ticket option there available for you. Really, at this point, it's just click the dollar trial button below.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very keen to start speaking to people. Obviously, I think one of the unique things we offer is the amount of support, because I mean, I am kind of speaking for myself when I say this, but again, I know you as well. So we don't really have much in the way of social life. So we're pretty much online all the time. No, I'm just excited to speak to people if they want to speak to me. I don't know why they would, but I'm expecting to never take a phone call, because they can speak to
You,
me.
whatever. They're going to want to speak to you because of the whole British accent thing. You sound so much more intelligent than I do. And statistically, people respond much better to a man doing these presentations than a woman, for me. So, talk to Jake. It's fine. And we'll start the website process and get you going so that you can have a lucrative website set up within 2 weeks. So, well, thanks, Jake, and everyone for joining us on this webinar training today. And I'm looking forward to working with you, and I can't wait to see you on the other side. Thanks, guys.